people need inventory. I know you have inventory not the way you necessarily want it with a 737, but if this demand materializes, will you have the right planes, but planes that, by the way, are far more energy efficient, and you stand ready to be able to deliver for the next 2 years, given how many planes you have?
Yeah, Jim, again, I've always said I'm optimistic about demand for our customers with respect to passenger travel, and then therefore the desire and the need to rebuild fleets. And I think the MAX and the 787 and even the 767 in the freighter world, et cetera, this is a very strong product line, and I'm confident that we will receive the orders that ultimately are led into the industry. You are right about fuel efficiency and emissions. Both are additional and significant drivers on demand, not just the growth in passenger traffic.
Dave, when you look at the MAX, you increased your production rate. You were at 26 in the third quarter, went up in the fourth quarter. You're expected to get close to 31 relatively soon. Do you hit 42 by the end of the year, as many people are expecting?
Yeah, I'm not going to try to look that far forward because we have a philosophy one at a time. And yes, we are confident that we're going to move up to 31, and we'll do that in the near term. And when I think about, the supply chain constraints that exist out there, I hate that we got here the way we did, but having an inventory of finished airplanes, particularly as it relates to the MAX, is an advantage at that moment. And we will take full advantage of that as we think about the market going forward. And then we will just move at a very steady pace. I believe the 42 question is going to be more a question of the supply chain than demand. I think the demand will be significant.
COVID has hit you and continues to impact your production. Talk a little bit about what we discussed at the beginning with regard to on the defense side. It's not the same as on the commercial side, where if you have a bunch of people who are exposed or sick, you can perhaps get some replacement work in there relatively quick or move around. It's different on the defense side, right?
Yeah, for sure. We all sort of take COVID management for granted these days. When we get through Omicron and presumably we get back to flu-like treatment of all of this, the productivity opportunity for our company and probably most industrial companies is huge as we reduce the lost time in a big way. But you're right. Our defense business, because of clearances, because
somebody needs a security clearance.
We don't have a whole bunch of cleared people sitting around able to move into jobs and when shifts have to move off. So our defense business definitely takes it much harder than our commercial business because of that.